All right, hey everybody, it is time for another video, and I was just doing a massive cough attack before recording this video, so hopefully I can get through this without coughing too much, which I can't do in secret anymore because you can see me on camera. Before we get started, predictions for the Game Awards tomorrow. Not that I really think too many people care too terribly much about it, but I'm kind of interested in it, and it's my video, so, you know, you can skip ahead if you want. But prediction: God of War Ragnarok will win Game of the Year. Final Fantasy 16 will be shown off and will get a release date of June 22nd. And last but not least, Forspoken, the other Square Enix game that is coming out very soon, will get a demo announced for this weekend. I'm also going to make a really wild prediction that they will say that there will be a Final Fantasy 16 demo available soon. When is soon? I don't know, but I think they'll say it. Sorry. All right, so what else are we talking about tonight? Because we're not just talking about this. We've talked a little bit about the fact of what the update tomorrow will entail. But there's a little bit more to talk about. First of all, Final Fantasy 1 will be getting some bonuses. There will be Final Fantasy 1 banners, which some people might be interested in. As you can see here, he does have a pity on him. Does get a 9-step. Nothing too particularly amazing about this 9-step. It's just the usual one with 2 free spots on it, which is good for some people. Continuing on, also going to be a paid step up. But the fact that there's no super easy way to get this character, I mean, oh wait, here's one, but he really is going to have to be impressive before when probably a few people on JP will even consider it. But there are a series of banners for people who are interested in Final Fantasy 1. So there you go, as my voice gives out. More interesting is on the Wotv side, starting off with what, if I'm reading this correctly, we will be holding a 1 UR frame confirmed 10 summon with a bonus for 2 times. So, if I'm reading this correctly, you will get a bit of a special reroll capability on this vision card slash character banner, and I'll keep you as apprised as to whether there's anything super interesting, like maybe you can get some 90 cost vision cards off of this banner. But yeah, that's basically just a heads up about that. So as the 3rd anniversary continues, there is one thing that we haven't talked about, which was revealed tonight, which are job updates. There are going to be 3 jobs getting a update. First of all, Double Gunner. Second off, Assassin. And finally, Trick Lancer. So we'll go through each of these one by one. Talk about the bonuses and whether they will be worth it. All right, so I hate having a cough. All right, starting at the 4-minute mark, let's go. So Double Gunner, first off, shooting posture, which before only had a certain number of uses, will be getting 3 uses. Before, greatly increased shooting power, centered around self for 3 turns, increased defense penetration rate. This will also be getting a shooting resistance penetration rate up of 3 turns. So a buff that was pretty good. Firing stance is the English version of it. Granting missile resistance penetration is pretty big. Quadruple shot now comes with an increased hit chance, which is actually pretty good. Dual trigger gets reduces CT, but a very small amount, so probably won't be too terribly impactful. Split shot will be getting its AP reduced from 32 to 28. Very small increase or improvement there. Rapid fire range height increased from 1 to 2. Horizontal shot will be getting its AP cost reduced from 40 to 32. Missile mastery will now become dual gunner's lore, which will grant an extra point of range, and that actually is probably pretty good. Lucia's job level 25 will be getting damage modifier increase from medium to large, which is, nice to have. Lucia is still used in PvE stuff, so I'm quite happy to see that. And last but not least, Luartha, job level 25, will be getting changed. So first off, going from it was the kind of weird cross shape to a rhombus style, basically just not anymore in the 4 directions. It's now going to be expanded. We'll also dispel haste too. So Luartha got a pretty good upgrade here. Don't know if I prefer her over something like, oh my goodness. Oh, my brain just went really numb for a second there. I don't know if I'd prefer her over Setia for fire range right now, but maybe the two of them combined could be a thing. All right. Next up, Assassin. And Assassin, first of all, Armor Cleaver, which will getting a range change from a cross to a square shape, is also going to get the number of uses up by 1, as you can see here. And will also grant luck up for 3 turns before dealing damage, which is interesting because that luck up is not necessarily totally useless. I think it's actually quite good. I think Armor Cleaver is pretty cool upgrade here. Heavenly Blade will now be getting a large reaction chance down before damage, and this is inflicted for 3 turns, so pretty good. Condemning Blade is now sure hit. Poison Sting will be getting a range change shape from a cross to a rhombus, so now basically not in the 4 directions, but a little bit bigger. Next up, Pillaging Blade's height will be increased from 0 to 1. Acquired AP will now become Assassin's Lore, now also granting slash resistance penetration. And Venera's, as we get into our job level 25 upgrades, first Blood Pact for Venera, which is her job level 25, will also grant a physical damage barrier that will reduce damage for 3 times, which is actually a pretty big improvement for Venera, just because, Venera had problems with survivability, and now that she can actually take a couple of hits at reduced damage, that might be pretty good. There's barrier removal, but if there isn't barrier removal, Venera is looking stronger, especially with these upgrades. And last but not least, Rafal, Shadowless Blade, her job level 25 ability, will also dispel re-raise from the target before damage is dealt. So nice bits of improvements across the Assassin pool. And last but not least of the jobs is Trick Lancer. Now, Trick Lancer, first of all, Binding Javelin will be getting AP cost reduced from 26 to 22. Not really a big deal because Trick Lancer was pretty new and pretty good already, so don't feel bad about that. Masterful Melody, and let me just the AoE of the skill is changed to a square shape. It used to be a cross, it will now be a square. Barrier Break Lance will also have an added effect of decreasing AP consumption for a single turn when a critical hit occurs, which is kind of neat if you're getting an ability like this that's also giving a little bit of AP reduction for a following turn. Curious by how much, but still nice. Next up, All Out Assault will also grant critical chance up for 3 turns. Unwavering Javeliner will grant accuracy up. Sorry, I forgot to scroll down. Here we are. Will increase her accuracy for units, which is a good boost, as having more accuracy if evade units are going to get around sure hit is kind of nice. And last but not least, Winter Luartha, a unit who I don't actually feel that bad about already. Her job level 25, Javelin Fall, will get an AP cost reduced and also an added effect when a critical hit occurs. She'll get AP restoration of small for 3 turns. So not the biggest thing, but definitely a nice thing. Overall, my final thoughts about this update are as follows. First off, I think that all 3 jobs kind of got nice upgrades. Everyone here and some of the more prominent units in some of these types definitely feel like they got good upgrades. I probably am going to say I like Tricklancer the most because there's, Winter Luarthas in there and Christmas Spirit. Sure, why not? But Assassin is actually looking really good, and Venera and Rafal both seem to have gotten pretty nice overall upgrades, and I'm feeling pretty good about it. Dual Gunner is fine. It's just that when it comes to range right now, some of the units out there are already so good. And I won't look a gift horse in the mouth, but it's probably the one that I'm the least excited right now, since both Lucia and Luartha are not currently super meta. This could definitely help them, and missile resistance penetration is a big get for anyone with the dual gunner. But, I feel a little bit more positive about Assassin right now, which got some, getting rid of, it got sure hit, it got reaction chance down, it got increased shapes on some of its attacks, also increasing, some slash resistance penetration. There's just a lot of stuff in here that I think is really good for the class and making it far more deadly. And it's nice to see Rafal get an upgrade as well. And so the only thing that I think is kind of a last point that I want to talk about before wrapping up this video is the fact that this might be an indication as to what is going to be some of the jobs on the new Christmas unit. We have Tricklancer, Assassin, and Dual Gunner. Tricklancer is definitely already Winter Luarthas. But if you look at Assassin and Dual Gunner, I don't think we have a Christmas unit like that yet. So maybe a hint as to what will be coming on the 15th and for the Christmas units this year. Or Winter Xmas units, whatever kind of thing. But anyway, that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching and supporting the channel. I hope you have a great December and holidays. And last but not least, just a recap. God of War Ragnarok will win Best Game at the Game Awards tomorrow. Final Fantasy 16 will be coming out June 22nd, and we'll get a demo announced for soon. Not a specific date yet. And Forspoken will get a demo announced for this weekend. Well, how do I know all these predictions? Edgy. Anyway, thanks for watching. See you next time.